Let's work on the variance and standard deviation underneath a binomial probability distribution. If we know that 13 out of every 100 people smoke, what is the variance for the number of smokers in a group of 5 people? So this is definitely a binomial distribution because we've got 5 people and we're counting the number of successes or the number of smokers in this group of 5. So in general, let's remind ourselves of the variance of any probability distribution. It is the sum of the events possible minus the expected value, or the average, squared, and then weighted by the probability of that event occurring. So if we were to do this, we're counting the number of smokers. So X could be 0 smokers. You would have to figure out your expected value, square it, and then multiply by the probability of having 0 smokers. You could have 1 smoker minus your expected value squared times the probability of 1 smoker. And we would do this until we get to 5 smokers. And inside each of these probabilities is a binomial distribution equation. Let's think about how would you solve for the probability of 1? The probability of having 1 smoker out of a group of 5 is 5 choose 1, a smoker occurring once, and a non-smoker occurring the other 4 times. Right? This is a long equation to do how many different times? 6 different times. Right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. So let's use the shortcut. The variance, and I can only use this if I know that it's a binomial distribution, which in this case it is N, the number of trials, times P, the probability of success, times, some people say Q, or it's 1 minus P, the probability of failure. So we have 5 people in front of us. The probability of somebody being a smoker is 13 out of 100. The probability of somebody not being a smoker, so 1 minus P, is 87 out of 100. And when you do this, you get 0.751. Actually, let's round that up to 2. So that's my variance. Oh, no, sorry, that's my square root. That's after I take the square root. My variance is going to be 0.5. 0.5655. All right, if that's my variance, then my standard deviation, this is where I messed up. The standard deviation is the square root of the variance. So if I square root my variance, 0.5655, I get that 0.752 number. But remember, you can only use this shortcut if you know that you're dealing with a binomial distribution.